Okay, so this is the second take on this video. The first take unfortunately got interrupted by my son slamming a tin of beans on my foot and breaking my big toe. But yeah, let's have a look at Guild War defense. I actually think my wife should have a look at this video when she gets chance. But yeah, the basic idea behind it is to make a team that makes players stop and think twice about attacking it. A player that's not 100% confident of beating you is going to look for somebody else to attack. So, I mean, the whole idea is to make people look for somebody else to attack. If you've got a whole guild of people that's giving everybody on the opposing team a second thought about attacking, more than, I'd say around 90% of the time you're going to win that guild war. And make no mistake, defense is very important for your rankings. Now, you look at the team that I'm running here. My first team, I've got Theomars, Orion, and Chloe. Now, my Chloe is faster than my Orion. The reason for this is that, look, and plus, Orion's on Will, so is Theo. If they're going to run a speed team with Galleon, it's not going to help them much. Then straight after that, Chloe, who's pretty quick, is going to come in, do a buff, and the nuke's not going to do anything. Theomars is always a good option in Guild War. His elemental advantage is extremely important. I mean, if you've got a LD Nat 5 that can do that kind of damage, well, all credit to you. But I'm not ABCD or that Israeli tea cake. So what I use is what I've got. I am a free-to-play player. That doesn't mean I've got anything against pay-to-play players. I mean, hey, they keep the game running, so good on you guys. Our second team, I've got Verad, Chasen, and Grego. This is purely for crowd control. It's an irritating defense, which in the last couple of weeks has done pretty well, which was surprising. I do have Verad ruined for a decent amount of damage, going speed, crit rate, defense. I'd love to get better stats on him, but for now he does his job. His HP lead helps both Chasen and Grego. Now, Grego's passive is particularly interesting here, because the more people or more monsters that dies on either your team or the opposing team, the stronger all of your attack becomes, more damage. I mean, they couple that with Verad's crowd control and Chasen's annoying tendency to violent proc, and you've got a pretty solid defense. Plus, fine, you're going to be susceptible to wind nukes here. But Grego's passive, the other part of it is that he reduces incoming damage on your mobs. So, a decent tanky setup there. And let's see how it's been doing. I'm not quite sure this week, but yeah, okay. I got your draw success. I've got 1, 2, 3 fails for the week, which isn't bad, but note what I said earlier about trying to avoid getting attacked. I haven't been attacked much this week, which is a good side for the guild, but for me it means I'm losing out on, Guild War points. But anyway, that's my defense. Now, it's done pretty well so far. Fine, look. Again, I'm not ABCD or that Israeli tea cake, but we do okay for a G1 guild. Now, your idea with getting them to think twice about attacking you. Let's have a look at some of my other guildmates' defenses while we go. The idea is to set up teams that have got different elements in it, so that the guy's not going to be able to take just a full water team and wipe your fire team out, or bring Lucian and just wipe your full water team out. It's all about making it difficult. Now this is a pretty good defense that Brainiac's got up here. Leica, since the buff, is extremely difficult because he cannot be one-shotted. So unless you're going to get a run of violent procs, then you're going to have trouble against this defense. Of course, unless you bring a 3 water team, which is, well, your prerogative. If you can do it and still take Chasen out, well, good luck to you. Veramos, Kumar and Wusa, another good team, especially since Wusa tends to violent proc nearly about as much as Chasen. And with its heal, it works out. Now, let's go and look for my wife's account. Yes, folks, she is listening to me, and she's probably going to kick me in the nuts straight after this. Now, that first monster that she's got nearly cost us a divorce. I mean, to summon Mananana where you play hardly ever is just, it's not right, it's not fair. But, okay, on this team, yeah, I would probably change it to put her ideal would probably be Ritesh coming in there for Chasen and leaving Chloe on that side, and then Chasen moving across to the other side. But still, it's either way. You look at the elemental challenges that she's posted, yeah, you've got a dark monster that's going to be in the place of Theo, basically. He can hit anybody. He's got the elemental advantage. He's got a good lead skill. You've got your protection in Chloe, and you've got your heal in Chasen. You go to a second defense, and look, this is more or less a full-out damage team. I would prefer a secondary healer to your Raki in this situation, but hey, Raki can also do some pretty good damage, and if she does by some chance use her second skill first, you've got an AoE on Ritesh that is insane. And then everybody knows about Theo and his tendency to violent proc. So it's a decent defense. So yeah, guys, when you're setting up a defense, have a look at trying to set up different elements on your defense. Don't go and place 3 water, 3 fire, anything like that. Interesting. This is something I was looking for here. Is your resistance on your first team, especially with a guy like your Water Dragon Knight. Yes, I've forgotten his name at the moment. But it's insane. Resistance lead running with a Chasen in there. I mean, it's going to stop people and make them think, because they're not going to be able to run a full water team, a full wind team. You can't run a full fire team here either. So you've got to stop and think how you're going to do it. It's possible that you could do this with a speed team. Again, on Guild War, you are not looking to stop them from attacking you or stop them from beating you. You're looking to take 1 or 2 of their monsters out. The second team, I mean, come on. Galleon, Lagmaron and Orion. Yes, it's susceptible to Lucian if they're quicker than you. And Lucian tends to be a slower nuke. Now Lagmaron is your quicker nuke. So I would back this team against a Lucian setup. It's actually a very well put together defense. Well done, Yo-Yo. Just one thing over here is that if the guy did happen to bring a team such as possibly Galleon, Bernard and Akam Amir, that's probably going to beat this team unless you're on wall. So again, on Guild War defense, pretty much the same as on arena defense, you're looking at getting wall runes on most of your monsters, just in case that guy's got a faster monster. But as usual, just try and scare them off. You kill one of his monsters, it means on the next attack he's not going to be able to use that monster, which makes it easier for the other members' defense, because he's got to now think, okay, my team's been broken up, what do I do to take on a similar team? Now, here's another case. Mr. Wang. How we cannot get Wailmer to join our group, I don't know. I mean, we've got a member called Freaky Wang, and we still cannot get Wailmer to join our guild. Come on. That's Erat. I know personally, the damage that it does is insane. And we did PvP when it first came out, and Wang tended to hammer me a few times, which didn't happen often, so well done to you. Here's Erat. I mean, put that together with a monster like Zyros that's going to put your skills on cooldown, and unless you are going to speed team this, you are probably going to lose at least one monster. Your second team, fine. I would probably either take Galleon out or Chasen. I know for a fact that Wang has got light harpy, and Kabila would be amazing in this situation, that you run Galleon, Lagmaron and Kabila. It's going to give you the speed boost. It's also going to give you the advantage that monsters won't just get a crit rate hit against you. Plus, with Kabila's speed increase, Lagmaron is going to go first, or even better if he goes second, after Galleon has been able to debuff the opponents. It's a win-win situation. They are going to lose monsters against this defense, which again makes it easier for you to win the Guild War outright, because once you lose a monster, you cannot use it again on attack for that Guild War. So guys, I hope this is going to help you a little bit to set up your Guild War defense. Maybe in one of my following videos I'll show you a bit about arena defense. This is a situation that I'm still learning about. Yeah, but that's it for Guild War defense. Have fun, and remember, make it as difficult for the opponent as possible. Think about teams that you would not like to attack.